YouTube? It's Jessie Lee. You can call me #Bosslee, and I hope you love the video you're about to see. I'm pretty sure you will, because it's always content over here. I want to tell you about a couple other things, specifically one that you can also get some more value from. And all you need to do, and you can do it now, just pause this video, is go ahead and text YouTube to 844-277-9762. I'm going to be really upping the text game, and it's literally me texting you back. So if you want to have a more one-on-one conversation with me, enjoy the video, subscribe, comment below, and make sure you text YouTube again to 844-277-9762. Well, hello everybody, what's going on? It's Jessie Lee. You can call me #Bosslee, and I'm super excited to be on here training you guys on some recruiting stuff and getting started effectively, which I actually think the getting started effectively conversation is something that not enough people talk about, and certainly not enough people do well. And so I believe that's probably where I'm going to rock and roll for until the half-hour mark, because that's when I have to jump on another call. But I will tell you, it is one of the reasons why our team is so wildly successful. You know, we do have the #1 team in our company, and it's because there's systems around everything. And so if I can train you on anything, it's that you need to have the mindset that a system is necessary. You need to understand that people's personalities do not duplicate at all, okay? Systems do. So me, myself, my big personality, my, whatever else, I'm just going to tell you, it's not what people connect with. People connect with something that they can duplicate. And I love the nodding from Vanessa. I love the energy, sister, because it's true. Like, if you watched me online and you thought, oh my gosh, I have to be like that in order to be successful, the likelihood of you quitting before you ever get started is very, very high. Okay, my personality, my Bosslee personality is very big. My Jessie Lee personality is not. That's like my quiet little introvert, whatever. But I will tell you either way, this is really important. Please write this down. Every single person needs to get started the same way. And this is something that really frustrates me being a leader in the network marketing space is people don't give people an opportunity. Like, people prejudge. And I'm going to assume y'all don't prejudge. Y'all don't look like people who would prejudge. No, okay, but we're all lying to each other because you do. And I want to say that because in my experience, the people you think, write this down, the people you think are going to be really, really good are not. They let you down. #waste your time 2020. And the people that you think are going to be losers end up being the ones. And I think it's because of hunger. I think it's because of a burning desire. I think it's of I want to change my life. That some people that you think would be great because they have a lot of influence, they have a lot of connections, they're pretty, I don't know what it is, okay? They just don't have it in them. And so I don't say that to be sassy. I don't say that to be like, oh, those losers. It's nothing to do with it. I'm just telling you that if you don't start everyone out the same exact way, you're going to face a lot of disappointment. Because that person that you judged, that you thought, oh my goodness, they're never going to amount to anything. They're never, whatever, they will probably shock you. One of my top producers, her name's Brittany. If you follow me at all anywhere, I talk about her all the time. It's so funny to me because thank God I started her the same way I started all these other people that I thought were going to be, incredible and weren't, because she was a hot mess express. Okay, quite frankly, I was a hot mess express. Just a disaster, just negative all the time, just woe is me, my life is one of these people, right? And thank God I was like, everyone gets started the same here. Everyone gets tagged in the same stuff. Everyone gets the same information. Everybody gets the same access to me. Doesn't matter if you sell 1 box or a million boxes. I love you the same. Thank God that was the way that my brain operated, because now Brittany Anderson, no income claims, because, you can't claim anything about anything. I can't promise you anything, but I can promise you it is a fact. I've seen, she's a multiple 6-figure a year earner. From like a disaster, okay? And I mean, like, y'all are like, oh, I wonder what that means. The worst, okay? The worst. And now here she is, like on like a Jessie Lee platter all the time because she's unbelievable, okay? So what does that mean, getting people started effectively? Let me explain it like this. Okay, so I like to view recruiting almost as like giving birth. Okay, So you take the baby, here's the baby, now you have the baby. Okay? So everyone understand? Does everyone visualize the baby? I've got a baby in my hands. It's like a fake baby because it's an air baby, but like it's a baby. Okay, so you give birth to your new recruit. But let's pretend this is real life childbirth. Okay, can you imagine if you gave birth to a child and you brought it home, because like it's part of your team now, and you're like, oh, what a cute little baby, and you just drop it in the crib. No, you wouldn't even put it in the crib. You just stick it on the floor. Okay, baby, bye. Milk's in the fridge. Crib's over there. Help yourself. Help yourself. All the resources are here, okay? Whatever you need, just come walk to my room, nudge me, tell me, hey, Mom, I was just wondering, could I have some clothes? Because I'm just like actually sitting here naked. I'm a newborn baby. Like, it's cool. Like, you would never do that. You wouldn't even put the baby in the crib and leave it alone. It's not what you do for a newborn. What do? You hold on to the baby, and you love the baby, and you put the baby on your boob, and you change the baby's diapers, and you teach the baby how to do everything. You teach the baby how to walk. You teach the baby how to talk. You teach the baby how to eat. You teach the baby how to, all the baby things, okay? You do everything for this baby. So why then do most of you on here right now, I'm telling you do it, you give birth to a newborn baby recruit, and you're like, you throw it over your shoulder. Like, okay, go figure it out. The system's there. The group's there. Well, I added you to the groups. Well, I was so generous to sell you a kit. You're in the business. Figure it out. That's crazy. That's crazy. And so I'm not telling you to be like me. And what I mean by that is, God bless it. We built an entire robot out for people. We built a whole entire system for people. We plug everybody into the exact same thing where there's literal passwords required. They have to do a certain post that we have, basically written out for them. We have everything. Here's your groups. Here's this post this, do that. Here's your scripts. Like we've gone next level on our team. I'm not telling you to do all that, but I'm telling you we have, 3,000 new people in the last 4 or 5 weeks. I can't possibly, whatever. But my point being, we're all starting everyone the same. And so I wonder who's getting lost in the crowd. I wonder who the people are in your team that could have been really, really good, but there was no level of attention, right? Does that make sense? Okay, so I feel like y'all are not awake. Ding, 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 wake up, where's the energy? Okay, this is really sleepy. Is quarantine getting to you? I don't really know. I bought a bell, and I really wanted to ring it, so that was just like your warning shot, okay? But, I'm just saying, there's so much that goes into onboarding somebody because people need your attention. And the other side of this is I like to also relate it to fishing, okay? So this is what I want you to do. I want you to fish, but I want you to fish like really close by. Does this make sense? So like the first time you go fishing, you go like boop, like a little boop, and then like the little minnow catches it and then they reel it in. So like when somebody comes to you and they say, oh, hey, Ashley, I was just wondering how do I get paid? And you go, oh, just log into your back office on the left-hand side under downloads. It'll tell you exactly how to get paid. That's like your boop, reel them in. Boop, right? Little stuff like that. And then I like to make them fish with activity. What are activities that your team needs to do? Are there Zoom trainings they need to be on? Are there phone calls they need to be on? Are there resources they're supposed to read? I don't know, probably. So give them those. And then when they come to you and they annoy you and they say, hey, Natalie, so, I'm just so confused. I have so many questions. You can say, yeah, sure. If you could do me a favor really fast, watch this quick video, give me 3 takeaways, and then I'll be right back to you with the answer. Can you make them fish before you just literally feed them? And that, it's scripture, it's biblical, but teach a man how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. Give him a fish, you feed him for a day. And I don't know about you, but I'm not trying to have a gigantic team of codependent people who make it so that I cannot do anything. I cannot live my life. I cannot drive to the store. I cannot even, I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in creating and developing leaders. So can you teach people how to fish? Can you teach people how to have activities? Can you teach people where the resources are? And I don't know who needs to come up with it on your team. I'm not telling you to go make an onboarding bot, but I am telling you maybe it's a really good idea to have a system, to have a structure that says when somebody joins, they get tagged here. When somebody joins, they get tagged here. When somebody joins, they get tagged here. When somebody joins, they're reminded, here's one of mine, they're reminded for the first 60 days in business of the Zoom calls they're supposed to be on personally. So I personally, in those first 60 days, message them. I say things like, hey, Brandon, just want to let you know, I want to send you a personal invitation to tonight's training, 7 p.m. Eastern, or Central p.m., whatever, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Here's a Zoom link. Will I be seeing you there? Right? So again, I can start judging levels of engagement. I can start saying, oh, hang on a second. Okay, Kim is like actually interested in running this as a business. Sam thinks it's a joke. There's no Sam on here, I don't think, so no one's going to be offended, right? Sam thinks it's a joke, right? And so I can kind of start to categorize people with their level of hunger, because again, I can teach you all every skill set under the sun, but who's going to do something, I don't know, right? Because hunger is something you cannot teach. I cannot teach burning desire, but burning desire times skills, times efforts, that is where the magic is, okay? And so when you put all of that together, that's where everything falls into place. It's why people who have had no skill set, no prior, anything in this, excel. Like, I wasn't supposed to be good at this. I don't know who on here knows my story. I wasn't supposed to be a multiple 7-figure-a-year earner, which, by the way, not normal, okay? Not an income claim. This is not, like, whatever. But I will tell you, it blows my mind because I was just the girl who needed $300 a month to keep a roof over her head. And in order for me to make $300, let me tell every single one of you, the hardest money you will ever make is your first $1,000. So I don't know who is sitting on here and you're in that first $1,000. I don't know who it is, but I will tell you, if it's hard now, welcome to reality. The first $1,000 is the hardest you ever make because people think it's fake. People think you're crazy. People judge you. People look at you like, oh yeah, in a couple of months maybe. The hardest money you will ever make is your first 1,000. The second hardest money you'll ever make is your first 10,000. The easiest money you'll ever make is your first million. I know that sounds crazy probably, but it's compounded efforts. It's hard work. It's very hard to go through no. It starts to sound like a symphony of no's. You're like, seriously? Like, I did not sign up for a concert of no's. Okay, but you did. Okay, because you signed up for a volunteer sales force. You signed up for something where your success is predicated on other people being part of a voluntary sales force. Your success is based and predicated upon how many no's you're willing to hear. And so I say that not to discourage you, instead to encourage you, that you need to start training that to people. You need people to understand it's going to be a lot of no's. But let me just be so honest with you. I don't remember my first yes. That might sound nuts, millions of dollars later and thousands of recruits later and whatever else, but I remember 16 no's. My first 20 minutes in business, 16 no's, 1 maybe. And a depressed Jessie Lee. Like, not like clinical depression, but like a what the heck did I do? Like, why did I literally I don't even have the money. I opened a credit card. Like, what did I just do? But then my burning desire kicked in, my grit kicked in, my I cannot quit. That does not equate success to me, and I keep telling people that I'm gonna be a success. Because, I don't know who's on here, but I realized, this is 9 years ago, I realized there had to be more to life than paying bills and dying. And I was 22 years old, and let me tell you, sister friends, well, there's men on here too, that was my life, okay? My life was like, I was going more and more broke every 2 weeks that I got paid, and I'm like, this cannot be it. And so how many no's are you willing to go through? And can you set that standard when you're launching people that, hey, it is not that people are numbers, but this is a numbers game. People hate this for some reason. I don't know why people hate it so much, but one of the first books I read in network marketing, and it's on my book list, by the way, you can go to jessieleeward.com/book list. It's like only really good books that made me successful, I'll just tell you. I'm not like, I got nothing to sell you, just so you know, that's free. But I will tell you, I don't know why people are hating on this book these days, but the book that probably changed the most for me at the beginning of my network marketing, direct sales career, entrepreneurship, was Go for No. Because I had a symphony of no's, like I just told you. No, no one said yes. I was like, what is wrong with these people? But it taught me the mindset of every yes is worth the same amount as every no. And if you can wrap your mind around that from a very, very early stage in your entrepreneurial career, and if you can teach that to people at a very early stage in their entrepreneurial career, you're going to win. Because for some reason, and maybe it's just our generation, it looks like we have a lot of millennials. I'm a millennial too. Like a lot of millennials on here, we are totally an entitlement generation. Because our parents, it's their fault, by the way. It's not our fault. Like, I refuse to take blame for this because it's not our fault. That's how your parents raised you, and that's how my parents raised me. Like, there was, like, before us, there was no generation of participation trophies. That's on you, Mom. That's on you, Dad. Okay, so actually your generation, the boomers, it's their fault. Okay. Like, I take no responsibility for your bad parenting, right? But I'm just telling you, of course, it's almost like we've been programmed for people to tell us yes. We've been programmed for people to tell us we're special snowflakes. How are we? Like, I'm sorry, you've been telling me that since I was literally out the womb. That's just how it's gonna be, right? Like, it was almost like we were raised to think the world owed us something. So of course, if we're not teaching people from day one, you're gonna hear no's. Then us little special snowflake millennials, we're gonna think to ourselves, oh my gosh, like, what is wrong with me? Right? So teach them. And so I want to teach you really fast the concept, because I haven't taught this in forever, and I just think it's so important, not only for getting started effectively, but also for recruiting, is that every single no is equal to the same amount as a yes. And so I'm very, very challenged at math, and so I'm going to use a very simple example for me, okay? So I'm going to use the example of 10, the number 10, meaning that it takes you 10 people to talk to get one yes. And I'm going to use the example of $1,000 just because I have no idea how much money you make when you recruit somebody, okay? So we're going to use an example of $1,000, and we're going to use an example of 10 people. The concept of going for no is that it is not the 10th person, the one yes, that's worth $1,000. But instead, the concept, the theory of the Go for No book is that every single one of those no's is equal to that yes, meaning when you hear a no, you should basically celebrate. Yes! Ah! Because that no is worth $100. And that no gets you one no closer to your yes. When you hear your second no, yes! $200. Let's go for no. Like, so by the time you hear the yes, you don't have these high highs, low lows where so many of you and all your new recruits are thinking, what is wrong with me? Why do people tell me no all the time? And then they have these like giant parade celebrations every time somebody tells them yes. It's like they put on a freaking parade. Who cares? Because the problem is you also don't know who's going to be good. I mean, I have to tell you this, guys. You have no idea. You don't know. And some people are going to suck until something tragic happens in their life that forces them to do more. And I don't wish that upon anybody, but I'm telling you, this is the reality. I've got 9 years of this. I got 2,000 personal recruits of this. I don't even know how, this is crazy. I don't know how many people I don't know how many recruits total. I just know my personal recruits. I'm just telling you, when I recruit somebody, it's pretty much every hour, I feel like, but I don't even react. And it's not because I'm like, I'm everybody wants to. It's not one of those stupid braggadocious, stupid things. I'm saying, I don't care anymore because I also don't care when somebody tells me no. And so maybe this is a self-esteem conversation, but too many of you take things way too personally. Too many of you think that people are saying no to you. Nobody said no to you. People, like, come on now, sister, brother, my friends on here. No, people didn't say no to you. They said, I don't understand. They said, I don't understand the value in that. They say, I don't understand the business. They just don't have things that they understand yet. That's perfectly okay. Keep them in your funnel. I don't think people are saying no to me. Why would you ever say no to me? Shish, I'm great. Right? It's a self-esteem conversation. Okay? But when you know what you know, you don't care. I don't care when somebody says no to me because I go, ooh, that is a shame. That is a shame. You don't understand what I have. That is an absolute tragic shame. I don't say this to them, but I think in my head, shame, 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 shame. Right? Like Game of Thrones. Shame, shame, shame. I don't know I'm a Game of Thrones girl. Okay, what can I say? What can I say? All right, but I feel like if we're going to have a conversation about starting people effectively, can you start training people on that? Because nothing is more frustrating than somebody who messages me, they're 3 days in business, they've got 2 maybes. And oh my gosh, everybody says no to me. Everybody, I'm like, really? Who's everybody? Who's everybody? Your Uncle Sam and your Aunt Joe? That's kind of weird. Joe could be a girl, I guess. Right? Like, who's everybody? What is this crazy lie you're telling yourself? Everybody didn't tell you no. You talked to 2 people. But we've set this weird, really low standard of, this is really easy. Nah, it's easy once you get past about $10,000. Then it does get easy. You darn right it gets easy right after about that first $10,000. But not before then. So if you want to onboard people properly, start telling people the truth. And listen, the truth is enough. The truth is good enough in network marketing. The fact of the matter is that every company out there that I can think of that is a legit company has millionaires in it. It's not to say everybody's a millionaire, but it is to say it's a legit business opportunity. It is to say it's a legit business opportunity. Okay? So for me, that's good enough. For me, I met people that I was like, that dodo bird makes $1 million a year. It is good enough for me, sister. Like, I was talking to $1 million earners thinking to myself, there is no way on God's green earth that you're telling me that person makes 6 figures. That person makes 6 figures a year rolling up in here looking homeless, can't string a sentence together. They got 4 followers on Facebook, 1 on Instagram making 6 figures. Are you serious? Are they in the mafia? Are they threatening people's lives? Like, I really don't understand right now. Okay? That to me was enough for me. The truth is enough. And too often I see us trying to make things embellished. We're teaching people to tell crazy stories. Teach them how to be themselves. Teach them how to show up. Teach them that it is a numbers game, but people aren't numbers. Teach them that no is the objective, because no will get you to yes. And then worry about skill-based training once they show you their burning desire. Because if you do that, you will win. If you do that, you will recruit more people. If you do that, people will effectively be onboarded. Because all they really need to know is what they need to do in order to get over the 6 inches between their ears. People don't have skill set problems, for the most part. They have mindset problems. And so, that's a good one. You should write down too, right? It is a skill set non-issue. It is a mindset problem that people are expecting everyone and their mother to say yes to them because they saw the magic and they expect everyone else to see it too. It's like that really crappy boyfriend you had in the past. Everyone was like, oh no. And you're like, but he's amazing. That's like kind of what people are thinking. So you have to make sure you flip that script a little bit, okay? All right. And I hate to run off of here, but you know I gotta go. It's the top of the half hour. But I am telling you right now, every single one of you needs to focus on going for no. Every single one of you needs to start training people that no is the objective. You will get to yes. And every single one of you needs to understand that every single no you have is worth $1 amount. And it'll change your entire business. I love you all and I appreciate you all. And I know that might sound so weird for a lot of you because you're like, I don't even know you like that. Look, there are people in this world who hate people for no reason. So I will love you for no reason. And as we get to know each other, we can give each other a million reasons to love each other. Nika, thank you for having me on here. I appreciate you reaching out. God bless every last one of you. Go crush your end of month. I'm very proud of you for being part of this. I'll talk to you soon, I hope. Bye, guys.